Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel I Am Fit Women. Yes, affirm this and say with me, I am fit women. Comment down below this affirmation. Today, I've got an incredibly inspiring story to share with you. One that's going to touch your heart and maybe even motivate you to take that first step toward your own transformation. This is the story of Abbigail Burger, a 27-year-old who went through an incredible weight loss journey that changed her life forever. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you never miss out on these powerful stories. And if you have a story of your own that you'd like to share, then share your story to our Instagram. Let's get started. Abbigail Burger's life was a roller coaster of emotions, struggles, and self-discovery. For as long as she could remember, her weight had been a constant battle. A battle that shaped not just her body, but her mind, her confidence, and the way she experienced the world around her. Growing up, Abbigail always felt different. While other kids seemed to glide through life effortlessly, she felt like she was carrying an invisible weight, both physically and emotionally. I was always the big girl in school, Abbigail recalls, her voice tinged with a mix of nostalgia and pain. I remember being picked on, teased, and excluded because of my size. It wasn't just the words that hurt, it was the way they made me feel about myself. I started hiding under oversized clothes, not just for comfort, but because I hoped they'd make me invisible. I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to be noticed. As she grew older, the struggle only intensified. College was supposed to be a fresh start, a place where she could reinvent herself. But instead, it became a breeding ground for unhealthy habits and emotional turmoil. University life was a whirlwind of takeaways, alcohol, and late-night study sessions, Abbigail shares. I barely exercised, and my diet was a disaster. Social events, which should have been fun, became a source of anxiety. I could feel the eyes of others on me, silently judging. I'd put on a brave face, pretending to be confident, but deep down, I was crumbling. Abbigail tried countless diets, hoping for a quick fix. I'd restrict myself, follow strict meal plans, and sometimes even skip meals altogether, she says. At first, the weight would come off and I'd get compliments, but those diets were impossible to stick to. I'd end up feeling deprived, frustrated, and defeated. It was a vicious cycle, but the turning point came during a holiday to Florida with her friends and partner. What should have been the most fun-filled 2 weeks of her life turned into a wake-up call. I spent the entire trip worrying about how I looked, Abbigail admits. I was nervous about every activity, every photo, every moment. The final straw was when we were queuing for a ride. I was terrified, not just of the ride itself, but of whether I'd even fit in the seat. When it was our turn, my worst fear came true. No matter how hard I tried, the bar just wouldn't close. I laughed it off, but inside, I was devastated. That moment was a breaking point. When Abbigail returned home and looked at the photos from the trip, she knew something had to change. I didn't recognize the person in those pictures, she says. I didn't want to live like that anymore. I wanted to feel confident, healthy, and free. That's when I decided to take control of my life. Abbigail's journey wasn't easy, but it was worth every step. She joined a weight loss group where she found the support and guidance she needed. I was nervous about my first night in the group, she recalls. I didn't know what to expect, but my consultant Claire had this beaming smile that instantly put me at ease. She explained the healthy eating plan, food optimizing, and it sounded too good to be true. I thought, could this really work for me? The group became Abigail's safe space. I sat between some lovely ladies who welcomed me with open arms, she says. As people shared their struggles and successes, I realized I wasn't alone. Everyone was open, honest, and kind. There was laughter, tears, and so much encouragement. For the first time, I felt like I belonged. Abigail's weight loss journey was a combination of healthy eating, regular exercise, and a complete mindset shift. I stopped looking for quick fixes and started focusing on sustainable changes, she explains. I learned to love myself, to be patient, and to celebrate every small victory. It wasn't just about losing weight. It was about gaining confidence, happiness, and a new perspective on life. If you're inspired by Abigail's story and want to start your own weight loss journey, I've got you covered. Check out the link in the description for tips, resources, and tools that can help you get started. Remember, every journey begins with a single step, and you've already taken that step by being here today. Today, Abigail's life is almost unrecognizable from what it once was. The woman who once hid behind oversized clothes and avoided social gatherings now radiates confidence and joy. I feel like a completely different person, she says with a warm, genuine smile. It's not just about the number on the scale, it's about how I feel inside. I'm healthier, happier, and more confident than I've ever been. I wake up every morning excited to take on the day. And that's something I never thought I'd say. Gone are the days when Abigail would dread social events or shy away from photos. I used to avoid mirrors and cameras at all costs, she admits. Now I love dressing up, trying new styles, and taking pictures. I've even started a little photo album to document my journey, not just the physical changes, but the moments of joy and confidence I've gained along the way. It's like a visual reminder of how far I've come. One of the most significant changes in Abigail's life is her newfound love for physical activity. I used to hate the idea of exercise, she laughs, but now it's become a part of my daily routine. I go for morning walks, try out yoga classes, and even joined a local dance group. It's not about punishing myself or burning calories anymore. It's about feeling strong, energized, and alive. I never thought I'd say this, but I actually look forward to working out. Abigail's relationships have also blossomed since her transformation. My friends and family have been incredibly supportive, she shares. They've cheered me on every step of the way, and their encouragement has meant the world to me. But what's been even more amazing is seeing how my journey has inspired them. My best friend started her own health journey after seeing my progress, and my mom even joined me for a few yoga classes. It's like my transformation has created this ripple effect of positivity. The emotional impact of Abigail's journey is just as profound as the physical changes. I used to carry so much shame and self-doubt, she reflects. I felt like I wasn't good enough, like I didn't deserve happiness. But through this process, I've learned to love and accept myself, not just for how I look, but for who I am. I've realized that my worth isn't tied to my weight or my appearance. I'm proud of the person I've become, and I'm excited to keep growing and evolving. Abigail's transformation has also opened up new opportunities and experiences she never thought possible. Last summer, I went on a hiking trip with some friends, she recalls. It was something I would have never considered before. I would have been too worried about keeping up or holding everyone back. But this time, I was right there with them, climbing trails, taking in the breathtaking views, and feeling so alive. It was a moment of pure joy and freedom, and it reminded me of how much my life has changed. Perhaps the most beautiful part of Abigail's journey is the way it has reshaped her outlook on life. I used to feel like I was stuck in a cycle of failure and disappointment, she says, but now I see every day as an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to celebrate how far I've come. I've learned to be patient with myself, to embrace the ups and downs, and to find joy in the little things. Life isn't perfect, but it's so much brighter than it used to be. Abigail's story is a testament to the power of perseverance, self-love, and the support of a caring community. "I'm proud of how far I've come," she says, with tears in her eyes. "But I also know that this is just the beginning. I'm excited for what the future holds. Not just for me, but for anyone who's on their own journey. If my story can inspire even one person to take that first step, then it's all worth it." If Abigail's story has inspired you, remember that your journey is just as possible. If you're ready to take that first step toward a healthier, happier you, check out the link in the description to get started. And that's so far 18,061 people have experienced life-changing results by simply drinking it every day. I am sure it will work for you too, and you can burn even your most stubborn fat pockets quickly and effortlessly. Laura, who's 47, was 1 month away from her summer holiday with her sister's family when she found out about the Costa Rican tea's powerful effects. You can find this Costa Rican tea in the description down below. And if you have a story of your own to share, don't hesitate to reach out. Your journey could inspire someone else to take that leap. Thank you for watching, and remember, every step forward is a step toward the life you deserve. See you in the next video.